All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to get all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect out here preaching this gospel in sincerity and truth throughout the four corners of the earth. Shalom. We the Hebrew Israelites. We come out here week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of this present and evil kingdom known as America, aka Great Babylon. You know, we also come out here to let you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans know that you are indeed the true children of Israel, according to the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Jake doing bad. Jake been sleeping down here. I don't know who been sleeping down here. Somebody been sleeping in these trees. But just goes to show you that everything is getting worse in Great Babylon, man. Homelessness is, you know, it's skyrocketing. You know, people losing their jobs. I think they about to let off like 70,000 more employees, you know, for something. I forgot exactly what it was, but I seen it. And they about to let go like 70,000. I think it's 70,000 more government jobs, if I'm not mistaken. I got to go look that article back up. But man, it's a lot of things happening, you know. And our whole purpose as prophets is to come out here to let you know, let you Israelites know, you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Our whole thing is to come out here and let you know these things that's getting ready to happen, to come on this earth. You know, and we come out here to let you know to repent before these things, before the Heavenly Father starts sending these plagues on the earth, man. For things really start to turn up, you know what I'm saying, and get bad out here, man. It's gonna get bad for you Jakes, man. You know, the famine of the word is coming. Matter of fact, I got an article that I'm gonna bring out on that, you know, to kind of, you know, touch on it a little bit. But you got, you know, I got a few articles on how they trying to bring the famine of the word in. You know how the UN is basically working on creating digital IDs for everybody. You know how they're going to use robots in this third world war, which we've been telling you, man. The scriptures talk about these times being a time like no other. You know, these times that's coming up, it's going to be a time like never before. You know, so they're going to have robots and things like this fighting in these third world wars. Of course, they're going to have their regular foot soldiers as well. But in order to get an edge over their enemies, these different countries, they're going to have I don't even know how to say the word, but a technology, you know, advantage when it comes to war, so that they can have an edge over their enemies. You know what I'm saying? So these are the things that's getting ready to take place, man. So I'm gonna go into, let me see which article I'm gonna go into first. I might go into the one about, no, I'm gonna go into that one later. Let's touch on this one first. This is the one about the UN's digital ID plan. But it says, is the UN's digital ID plan the end of privacy as we know it? And it says, and you know, we already know what this is linked to. We already know exactly where this is going. This is going to, it's all going to get linked. It all leads to the MOTB, which is the mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip. You know what I'm saying? Which we always tell you people about. It's an actual physical device that you're going to have in your body. You know what I'm saying? This is where all this digital ID and all of these things are leading to. But it says the United Nations push for a digital identity framework has sparked intense debate about its implications for individual privacy. You ain't gonna have privacy when these things take place. You know what I'm saying? When because mostly these things are going to be used to trace, track, and monitor you people, you know. And we believe that first it's going to start with all of these immigrants and things like that. That's what it's going to start with, because they're going to have to keep track of them you know, who's in different countries and shit like that. They're gonna have to keep tabs on these people. But it's gonna be used for you everyday American citizens as well, you know, as well as different people around the world, you know, because this is how they're gonna use this as an excuse to keep track of who's a terrorist and so on and so forth, who's a threat, you know. They're gonna do it in the name of safety, you know, having to keep tabs over everybody. So it ain't gonna be no more privacy. They're gonna take privacy away from you people. You know what I'm saying? Because they're gonna have to use that excuse, because they're gonna have to know who's who, you know? So it says, let's go back. And I don't know what this shit is doing. This shit is, there we go. All these different ads popping up. But it says, as governments and international organizations increasingly embrace digital solutions to streamline services and enhance security, concerns are mounting over whether these systems could erode personal freedoms and usher in an era of unprecedented surveillance. And that's exactly what they aiming for. Man, I mean, you people, y'all do all this research. You know, y'all bring out a lot of information on all of these different articles, you know, and things like that. Y'all bring out all this information on all these articles. Y'all do all this research, and y'all still can't seem to grasp where all of this is headed. You know, of course, without a shadow of a doubt, they're going to use this as a way to control, monitor, trace, track all of you different people that's out here, man. Ain't gonna be no such thing as privacy, you know. And I just posted a video, I think a day ago, of where you have, you know, these different groups around the world, these people that's teaming up, you know, basically like gangs. You know, they team up with one mission on their mind, is to prevent these elites from setting up these 15-minute cities. So they're going around these cities and they're destroying these surveillance cameras, you know, that's going to be used to monitor them in these 15-minute cities. You know what I'm saying? So you actually got people, like, you got people that's teaming up, like groups that's going around the cities and destroying the infrastructure that's going to be used to create these 15-minute cities. So people know what's going on, man. You know, they just not putting everything together to know exactly where this is headed. They don't know that all this is basically leading to the mark of the beast. You know, they don't know this is all going to lead to digital slavery at the end of the day. Now you got some people, they kind of understand what's going on, but they don't understand the grand scheme of where all of this is headed. Like I said, it's going to lead to a digital chip being implanted in you, which is the mark of the beast. That's where this is where all this is headed. You know. But it says, and of course they're gonna take away you people's personal freedoms, and it's gonna be unprecedented surveillance on you people. You know, so let me read that part again. It says, as governments and international organizations increasingly embrace digital solutions to streamline services and enhance security, concerns are mounting over whether these systems could be used to erode personal freedoms and usher in an era of unprecedented surveillance. And that's exactly what's going to take place. But it says this article draws from mainstream news sources to explore the UN's Digital ID initiatives, their stated goals, and the privacy risk they may pose. It says the UN has been advocating for digital identification as a means to address global challenges, particularly for the estimated 1.1 billion people worldwide who lack official proof of identity. So that's what they're trying to do. You know, people who are not basically in the system, they're trying to get them in the system. And people who are already in the system, they're trying to monitor and identify who these people are, just in case they are potential threats or terrorists or so on and so forth, you know. And I wouldn't be surprised if they stage some type of attack that where they're justified on speeding this plan up a lot faster. You know what I'm saying? So these are the things that's happening, man. And the scriptures say we are not foolish of his devices. We know what Satan is doing. We know what this devil is doing. And this is why when you read the scriptures about the mark of the beast, it says that he will cause all, both small and great, you know. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and get that, because it says something about, man, my phone has just been acting crazy lately. All these different ads and shit popping up. I don't know what's going on. I ain't even go to this shit. All right, let's grab that real quick though, because it says that it says something, roughly paraphrasing. Matter of fact, let me type it in and see if it pop up. Let me see real quick. Slovakia on the earth. KJV. I think this is it. Cause this is Revelation 13 and 14, and this goes into the by the miracles that they were going to be doing. They're going to be deceiving them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast. But another one of those miracles is going to be this mark of the beast, you know. And this is why the scriptures say that that everyone basically on the planet, everybody on the earth is going to get tried with this. It's going to get tested and presented with this this mark. You know what I'm saying? Everyone is going to get presented with a choice to take this device or not, you know. And most of these people, they're going to take it, you know. And you're going to have a lot of people that are going to be dying that are not. They're going to give their life for not taking it as well, but that's going to be in vain, because only the elect are going to be the ones that get rewarded for putting their life on the line for not taking this device, or they're going to get rewarded for doing whatever they have to do to not take this device, you know, to refuse this device. They're going to get rewarded for that as well. But you're going to have a lot of people that are going to just be dying, because you're going to have like Christians and shit like that. They're going to be dying as well, because they're not going to want to bow down to this system, but they're going to be dying in vain, because a lot of these are Edomites. You know, a lot of these people, they're going to be dying because, you know, they're going to be dying in the name of Jesus Christ and so on and so forth. They're going to be dying in vain. You know what I'm saying? But the elect, those are the ones that are going to get rewarded, the actual reward for putting their life on the line, because they died in the truth. They died with the real understanding of what's going on, you know, and who their Savior and their Lord really is. You know what I'm saying? So let's go back to this article real quick. But there's a reason it says he shall cause all, both small and great, rich and poor. It's talking about all people around the world that dwell on the earth, you know. And let's see where I left off, man, because these ads keep popping up and I have to keep trying to find my place of where I left off at. But I'm not going to go too much longer on this, because it kind of goes into some other stuff. But let's see, it says let's skip over that, skip over this, skip over that. But it says, despite these stated benefits, the rollout of digital IDs has raised red flags among privacy advocates. It says such systems often rely on biometric data like fingerprints and iris scans linked to unique digital codes, making them accessible online. Critics argue this creates vulnerabilities for data breaches, profiling, and surveillance. The article noted, it says, while not directly addressing the UN's plan, the piece reflects a growing unease about centralized data system, especially in a post-Roe America where data could be weaponized against individuals. And that's exactly what's going to happen. They're going to weaponize this this whole digital ID thing, they're going to weaponize it against you, you know, because they're going to use it to control you. You know, on a very high scale, they're going to use this to control you people. You know what I'm saying? You do something they don't like, you get out of line or something like that, then you're going to get penalized, because they're going to know exactly who did whatever they say you did. You know what I'm saying? Let's say you post something online that goes against the government. They'll be able to know exactly who said it, and they'll be able to know exactly where you are. You know, they'll know exactly how to find you. Let's say you make a post or you say something criticizing the president. They're going to know exactly where to find you, and they're going to come get you, and you're going to get penalized for it. So this is how they're going to use it to weaponize the citizens. You know what I'm saying? This is how they're going to use it to weaponize. This is how they're going to weaponize it against individuals. You know what I'm saying? They're going to use it as complete control. And once they have everybody in this system, then everybody's basically going to be a digital slave that's going to have to abide by everything that the government tell you to do. And if you don't, then you're going to get, hey, they're going to do something to you. You know, they'll take your possessions away, which really they already have a slogan about you will own nothing and be happy. So they're already planning on taking all of your possessions, you know, and all of your possessions is going to be like a, you know how they have Bitcoin and all of that. They have it on a digital, like it's linked to, it's like a digital possession or something like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like a digital, it's like something that's on the grid that's digitally owned. You know what I'm saying? They can transfer, let's say you have a car that's digitally on the grid, they can transfer the ownership of that car digitally to somebody else, you know, or to take it away from you, you know, with ease, just like that. So you're not really going to own anything. You know what I'm saying? You really don't own nothing now. You know, they can come take your house away from you if you don't pay certain taxes. You know what I'm saying? You really don't own nothing now. So this is what they're coming with, you know? And the whole point of these 15-minute cities is to take ownership away from you as well, because you're going to be living in a 15-minute city. You're not going to own vehicles. They have regulations to where you can't have vehicles in these 15-minute cities. You know what I'm saying? You have scooters and things like that you can use to get around and get certain places, but you're not going to have vehicles. This is what they're trying to cancel out, you know? And these places, like these apartments and things like that they're going to have you people to stay in, all of that's going to be owned by the city, by the government, you know? So you're not going to own that as well. So anything that you do can be used against you. All this whole system is going to be used to control, and it's going to be used to get weaponized against you people, man. You know, if that makes sense. You know, and all of this is leading up to the MOTB. All of this is leading up to the Mark of the Beast. And let me see if there's anything else I can touch on in this. You know, you got the talks about China's dystopian social credit system. You know, which they're trying to have that as well. You know, which what's his name, Klaus Schwab, he said that basically China is a model for what they want to do over here in Great Babylon, America. You know, because we know Esau, he's going to go far beyond what these Chinese people are doing to their citizens. Esau, the so-called white man, he's going to go far beyond what they're doing over there. He's going to be a real dictator once they're getting this system up and running. You know, they're going to have full control over you people, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about taking your children away. You know what I'm saying? Let's say you make a post or something. They going to make some type of remark against the government. They're going to come take your children away from you. That's how it's going to be. It's going to be a lot of bloodshed that's going to follow behind this, man. And this is why they're trying to pass certain things to take away people's guns and shit like that, man, because it's going to get real bloody. You know? And they're really trying to do all this on purpose because they want to eliminate a lot of people. They want to cause certain scenarios and certain things to happen on this earth. You know, they want a lot of different chaos and a lot of things to happen because really they want people to start eliminating themselves. You know? They want a lot of you people to kill each other off, you know, on your own. That way they don't even have to do it. You know? They want a lot of you people to get killed off on your own. That way they can come in with the new system at a lot of with control after you people done took a lot of each other out. You know what I'm saying? So let's grab this real quick. I think that was really it on that. So let's grab something on Revelation on the mark of the beast real quick, because that's really where everything is headed. So let's grab something on that. Cause we can't talk about the mark of the beast and the digital ID and all of that without bringing out the scriptures on the mark. So let's grab something on that real quick. Cause this is where everything is headed. You know, this is where everything is headed. This is the end all be all of where all this digital system, you know, all these 15-minute cities, all this AI infrastructure that they're trying to build. This is where all this is taking place. I mean, this is where all this is headed, you know? So it says, this is Revelation 13 and 16. It says, and he, in this, matter of fact, let's go to this real quick. And it says, this is 16. It says, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. You see that? So we don't understand what these other Israelite camps are teaching, man. They saying that it's sin and all this shit, but it's an actual device that's gonna get implanted in you. You know, you're gonna give permission to have these people put this device in you, so that you could navigate in this new system that they're building right now. You know, this digital AI system. You know what I'm saying? So this is what's happening right before your eyes, man. They're doing this right now, right in front of your face. They are building this system, you know, that's going to lead to the to MOTB, the mark of the beast. They're establishing this system right now, you know, right in front of your face. And all these people you got actual Christians that can see what's happening, but you got other Israelites groups that purposely ignore the things that's happening in the real world. You know, it's all leading up to this device, man. You know what I'm saying? So let's go to this real quick as well, because we've been talking about this for the longest as well. The reason why the scriptures say that this time is coming up is going to be a time like no other. Let's go ahead and grab that. Let's go ahead and grab that, and then I'll start reading on this article. Let's grab this, and then I'll go into the article a little bit. But first, I'm gonna matter of fact, I ain't mean to go to that one. Yeah, I can go to this one. But this is Matthew 24 and 21, and it says, "For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be." So this times is coming up, man. It's gonna be like no other time in history. You know what I'm saying? You had the time of Sodom and Gomorrah. You know what I'm saying? You had the time of Noah in the flood. You know, you had the time of ancient Egypt, you know, where the sea got parted and all the Egyptians got swallowed up in that sea. You have all of these different things that taking place. You know, even the persecution on our people by the Romans. You know, that time that happened, you know, where cannibalism, all of that was taking place, you know, famines, you know what I'm saying? All of those things were taking place. But it said that this time that's coming up, this time that's about to get ready to take place is going to be worse than all those times that already happened, you know? So this time that's coming up is going to be a lot worse, because now it's a digital aspect to it. You know, now it's an AI aspect to it. Now they have robots and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And we've done many videos on these robot dogs and shit like that these people have, that these Edomites have. You know, and a lot of these things are going to be used in war. You know, A lot of these things are going to be used in war. You know what I'm saying? So this is what's going to take place. But you're going to have robots, drones flying around, which they even got drones with fucking pocket nukes on them now. You know, they got drones with baby nukes on them. They got drones with flamethrowers on them. You know, all different types of shit. And these are the things that they're letting us see. You know, they might even have drones with lasers on them now. You know, but they got these robots that can chase you with wheels on them. Then on top of that, they got the robot dogs. And then they got the Terminator robots. You know, like you can see right here on this article. Let me grab it real quick. So you got this, they got drones, they got robots like this. They got AI robots that look just like this. You know, and I refer to these as the Terminator robots, the ones that, you know, they stand upright like people and shit like that. But they got weapons on them. You know, they got guns on them. You know, so, and also they got suits. They got suits like this. You know, other than just the Terminator robots, they got suits like this as well, like exoskeleton suits that soldiers can put on. And they can wear to give them extra speed and extra strength, you know, extra endurance. You know, you got soldiers, they got suits like this as well. So this Third World War, man, it's gonna be like no other war, man. It's a lot of technology that's gonna be involved in this war. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna have their best military jets, and a lot of these jets are gonna be operated by AI. They're gonna be unmanned jets. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about it ain't gonna be no people. It ain't gonna be no people inside these jets. You know, they're just gonna be getting operated by AI, and this is what Elon Musk is trying to do right now. They're trying to get rid of actual people as far as flying and landing planes. You know, they're blaming it on human error. They're trying to get rid of actual human beings, you know, pilots and shit like that, because they're trying to let AI take all of those things over, you know. But they have this technology now, man. You don't even have to have a person in the plane. AI can fly it for you. So in this Third World War, these jets and shit that's gonna be flying around, these drones, all gonna be getting operated by AI, you know? And this is the edge that they're trying to have over these other countries as far as war, because really the more technologically advanced that you are, the more of an edge you will have over your enemies, you know? So let's read a little bit of this article real quick. But it says the Pentagon has just signed a deal to deploy AI agents for military use. And it says the Pentagon announced a groundbreaking contract with Scale AI, a San Francisco-based startup, to integrate artificial intelligence agents into military planning and operations under a program dubbed Thunderforge. This multi-million-dollar deal, spearheaded by the Defense Innovation Unit, DIU, marks a significant step toward AI-powered warfare. You see that? This is where it's headed, AI-powered warfare. This is what's going to be mainly used in this Third World War, is AI and robots. You know, like the movies Terminator and shit like that, you see the robots fighting. This is how it's going to be. You know, they didn't make those movies for no reason. They didn't give you a preview of what's to come for no reason. These things are actually going to take place, you know? But it says, where did I leave off? This multi-million-dollar deal, spearheaded by the Defense Innovation Unit, marks a significant step forward AI-powered warfare, raising both excitement and concern about the future of military decision-making. According to the Washington Post, the Thunderforge project will leverage AI tools developed by Scale AI in collaboration with tech giants Microsoft and Enduro a defense technology firm founded by Palmer Luckey. It says the initiative aims to assist U.S. military commanders in planning and executing complex maneuvers involving ships, planes, and other assets. Because I won't forget, man, it was a video. It was an actual video that I watched. That it was what are those things they have where they have pilots? They have pilots in those seats, and they're basically operating, you know, jets and shit like that. It was damn, I forgot what you call it. It was a simulation. Yeah, exactly. It was a simulation. They had an experienced pilot. You know, they had an experienced pilot that actually, he was an expert at flying jets, right? They had this pilot, he was an expert at flying jets, but they had him in a simulation of flying a jet, and he was flying against an AI, you know? So it was an AI, it was artificial intelligence flying a jet in a dogfight against him. So it was him, it was his expert pilot against AI, and they were in a dogfight. You know, they were going against each other with these jets. And the AI won every time. You know, it outmaneuvered the expert pilot. It outmaneuvered him every time during this dogfight, during this one-on-one war with these jets in this simulation. The AI came out on top every time because it knew how to outmaneuver him. It knew that exactly what to do to eliminate its opponent, you know? So this is what it's talking about when it says that the initiative aims to assist U.S. military commanders in planning and executing complex maneuvers involving ships, planes, and other assets. So they're using AI to basically tell them the best maneuvers to take when it comes to these wars, you know? AI is going to be a big assistant when it comes to these ships, how to maneuver ships, how to place ships in the best outcome to destroy their opponents. But the whole thing is their opponents are going to be using AI as well. You see? So if you're trying to get an edge over your opponent by using war to basically assist you in how to overcome your opponents, and your opponents are doing the same strategy as you, they're using AI to basically overcome their opponents as well, then you're just going to have AI against AI, you know? So this is why there's such a race to develop the most sophisticated AI. That way you have the greatest advantage over your enemies, you know? So while they have these, so when this Third World War happened and they have all of these different ships in the ocean, you know, they have all of these different fighter jets in the sky, they're going to be using AI to basically guide them, to tell them what moves to make. That way they have the best outcome when it comes to war, you know, because AI is better than humans when it comes to war tactics, you know, because they play every different outcome and they choose the best direction to take when it comes to getting ahead over your opponents, you know? So this is what it's talking about. So let's read down a little bit more. And it says, let's see where I left off at. It says the AI agents are designed to synthesize vast amounts of data, combining intelligence reports, battlefield sensory inputs, and positional data on friendly and enemy forces to provide let me read that over, because that's exactly what I just explained when I was just talking. See, I haven't even read this article yet, but I knew where it was headed. But it says the AI agents are designed to synthesize vast amounts of data, combining intelligence reports, battlefield sensor inputs, and positional data on friendly and enemy forces to provide rapid recommendations. You see that? So AI is going to be at the head of telling these people what to do during times of war. AI is going to be telling you exactly what moves to make to get the best advantage over your enemies.